Right, this is another tech. This is tech concept waffle. Again, it's a Dragon's Den pitch. The pitch is tech showing people exactly where all the parking spaces are. Which tech concept could be global, which means you could have every parker. It's not what 3 words. If you just typed a car parking space, it would tell you where it is, right? Anywhere in the world. Yeah. The concept is huge, but the Dragon's Den, you can't buy that into that concept for £200,000 for 15%, 20%. You can't, because that could be a billion pound company, £10 billion company in 5 years. Go 3 or 4 years, whatever it is. You can't buy 20% of that for 200 grand. You need to be starting talking 10, 15, 20, 50 million, right? This is just where tech is, because once Google and Facebook get into the concept, they've got that there, easy as pie. They can put their hand on half a billion, out the back pocket. Once you start going to tech concept, you're competing with the Amazon founders, Tesla, all that. Tesla's worth 300 billion. £200,000 is not even it's not even loose change. It's not even breakfast money. But because it's also a concept, I own a domain name for that concept. But I own 2 different concepts for the same situation, and I can combine both concepts with the same on the same domain name. Because within tech concept, it is not about the first thing Dragon's Den's investors ask is, what's your numbers? In tech concepts, your numbers don't matter. They mean nothing. You could not even have a business. You could even just have a concept, an idea, and a web. But you need to have the website address, and it's got to be .com or .xyz at the moment, or .x if it's blockchain. But you need to have a trademark-free. Your website address needs to be perfect for the concept of the idea. And you need to own that, not lease it, rent it, whatever. You need to own the website address, you need to have the concept of the idea, and you need to have the vision for the idea where it's going to go. And nothing else matters. You need to have the website address, which means that a website could be built quite quickly on the concept, and the person who has the idea can steer it in where they want to go. Yeah, and then you need investment for that. You don't need numbers. It's an out-of-date thing. Numbers do not need to add up in tech. You just need to have an idea, a tech concept, and you need to own the domain name, which is the foundation or the digital land on the internet, which people would actually type into Google to find the concept or an app. That's because I own freecarparks.com, freecarparks.com, freecarparks.com. 3 keywords, multiple, because it'd be multiple car parks globally. In .com, the world's most renowned or popular domain name extension. People can't forget it. Free car parks into Google, traffic will go straight through to it. And I have a different concept to the one mentioned. The one is all that is, as good as it is, if it can be achieved, it can be achieved easily. The concept is easy enough to achieve, just want the money. It's how you achieve the concept. Every car park on earth can be made free. Simple. It would cost nothing. It would not cost any driver parking in any car park anywhere on earth anything to park, any money to park. It would cost them nothing to park in every car park. And the concept is that the person that can do it can make billions and billions from it. But you need to know how to do it, and it's very simple to do. That's the concept I had when I bought my freecarparks.com domain name. I had the idea, bought the website address for 10 quid, something like that. And no one can take that unless I sell. If I don't want to sell, they can have the idea for it, but they need the website address for the idea, which means it's got to be that, or it's got to be a 4-letter or a 5-letter .com brandable, perfect. And they're going for for 500,000, whatever it is, right? Yeah, you got to, and it's hard to find. So when I see car park tech concepts, I own the best, one of the best domain names for it, which is the keywords, which is people are going to type into Google free car parks because I don't want to pay, and I can make that possible via my tech concept, and I can also make. Not only can they can park for free, they can sell their parking space. Because if they don't want to leave that parking space in the car park, they don't have to. But if someone wants to pay £5 to park in that space, they could sell that space, even though it's free to anybody. But when they leave it, it's free to anybody. But as long as they stay in it, that person could be in it for another half an hour. But someone may want to park in it straight away. I'm prepared to pay £3 or £4 to the person that's already in there, who hasn't had to pay anything to park in there in the first place. So not only can they can park for free, they can make money from the parking spot because other people want to queue and park in that particular spot. That may be near a main entrance. It could be a hospital main entrance, or it could be like a shopping centre main entrance, and that'd be the most desirable spot, which a lot of people will actually pay. I don't want to go into the concept, but it's possible where the person can actually go park in a busy town centre car park for free. Any car park, doesn't really matter which car park, even if it's owned by somebody else, a different car park, and it could still work. Just the money doesn't come from the people that park their cars in the car park space. That's the tech concept. Such a simple concept to do. Keep it simple. So, why make it hard? That's my concept, and that's why I bought freecarparks.com for about 10 quid for that, when I could. And every year it'll only ever be 10, 15 quid, because I own the domain name, but I own the concept that makes it work. If I wanted to make it work, and I don't. So I just sit on it. I sit on the concept. But it's good. It's just great watching Peter Jones. The cogs go around. Excuse the background noise. That's not a code. But I love watching Peter Jones work it through. He's working through. An investor comes up the stairs, and it's tech, and it's straight his cup of tea, all day long. And I love watching him work. All he's doing. He's asking, because he hasn't got, because the dragon, it doesn't matter which dragon investor you want to talk about, whatever, the person that's bidding, the person that's making an offer to the entrepreneur, they're making the offer because they don't have that concept. Some buyers walked up or got in the lift, yeah, it used to be a stairs, isn't it? Now it's a lift because they've got a market. But someone's got the idea, and they're pitching it to an investor. The investor has to make the offer because they don't have the idea, the concept, or the domain name of the concept. The entrepreneur that's standing in front of them does. And for them to be involved, they've got to make an offer, and it's got to be something that reflects their offer. But the entrepreneur, knows the value of their concept, and they can say no. Because although the dragons have got some experience and contacts, all they have pretty much effectively have is cash, and cash is the worst investment. The person with the vision, the person with no money at all, and the vision and the concept and the domain name for a tech concept idea has everything. Because they've got to come to him. He doesn't need to go to them. That is just me waffling about tech concepts, my cup of tea. I must have at least 50 or 60 tech concepts just sitting there, and the domain names for them, which I will never do anything with. But that's all good fun, right? Once you have the idea and you buy the domain name of the idea, they have to come to you. You don't need to go to them. All good fun, adios.